Hello. So, today I haven't been able to leave bed, at all. Just the pain levels in my entire body and, other stuff. But, so here's what I reflected on today. When God's directing your paths and you've surrendered and you're letting Him, then He's going to start directing and changes are going to start happening. And sometimes these changes are at rapid pace, and sometimes these changes are so many and a whirlwind of change, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you can't even process. And it's like 10 major life things, and all 10 are astronomical, and they're all at the same time, and you're like, what in the world? Well, when that's happening in life, that's when I lost my train of thought. But and I'm on the trust walk with Jesus, and oh yeah, going kicking and screaming. So I've been called to a lot of changes, and in 8 months, going from corporate America to working on a promotion to looking at buying a house in Geneva. I was renting a house for the year and then buying a house, and everything coming together here, to getting super sick, to looking like I was getting better, to tanking, to having to give up my kids, to losing the ability to pay rent or work, to losing my health, to now moving to a state I've never been to, and it's all been in 8 months, and it's just crazy, 8 months to go from hyper independent to completely the opposite of independent. I don't know what that would be. So that's another thing I was thinking about God with. Hyper independence is a trauma response, and I was hyper independent, and my whole life I was running. I was running to ever be controlled. I was running to like ever get my freedom taken from me. It was like all I could do was tunnel vision from the time I was 18. Was like, I have to succeed because I have kids to support. I have to succeed. I have kids to support, and that's all that has been on my mind. Forgot where I was going with that too. Sorry, guys. So it's like just a big time of change, and you go kicking and screaming, or you could just submit to God and say, like, God, this is a lot. And you could even say, are you sure about all this? Or like, God, this is crazy. You know what I mean? You could do all that and you could still process with Him. Like, He knows that you're freaked out. He knows, you know what I mean? 8 months ago, you're in one place, now you're moving to a state you've never been to and getting a family that you've never met, and you have a whole new life, and going from one life to a homestead off the grid, and it's a whirlwind change. Being a mom to not being a mom to like, whoa. And it's lots of process too, while my brain isn't braining all that much. So with our disease, we need to not have stress, and our disease brings nothing but stress. So all we could do is surrender and submit and know whether we like it or not. God's leading our steps. We could follow them kicking and screaming or just, all right, God. So, we're getting in the car, just a suitcase of clothes, making a one-way trip, Mississippi to live forever. And it's just like, all right, God, if he orchestrated it for me, then I already know I love Mississippi. I already know I love our home, our property, my new family, and everything. You know what I mean? So, and that's the confidence you could have if God's orchestrating your life, is that I have no idea what it looks like. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what I'm walking into. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm almost 40 and to live, not with having my own place for a while and just all this crazy, crazy, crazy. And all with a blossoming new romance. So all of this has been so much friggin' change. So I think because there's so much change, my body's kind of processing it all. So today it shut the heck down. It was like, no, you are doing not a thing. Your brain's not working. Your body's not working. So, you gotta just walk and partner with God as quick as possible so you don't have a lot of days like this. Like, I had a day like this because now medically I have to process the new change, but I'm partnering with God. I'm submitting it. And then my faith and spirituality will take over. And then by tomorrow, it's like, all right, we're ready. We're ready for this. And I've never seen a wild snake in real life, so I don't actually know if I'm afraid of them. We'll find out. And yeah, I have no idea like what to expect the trees to look like, the grass, the nothing. The stores look like I have literally nothing. I don't know what to expect at all. So it's like exciting, and the reason it's exciting is because I'm doing this walk with Jesus. So it's exciting because I know he's got good things for me. So I know this is a good thing, and I know it's filled with blessings and gifts and surprises and just this beautiful orchestrated plan. So it's like, me, I have not a clue what life looks like or feels like after this. Not a clue. And while all the life changes and a completely new life and all that, and then building a forever home, there's just that piece of walking with God, that this is such a huge undertaking, but I love Adam so much and I believe in him, and if he says he could do this, I 1,000,000,000,000,000% know he could do this. So I cannot wait to see his masterpiece, because he's got this beautiful, beautiful, intricate, creative, wonderful mind, and I know like whatever he creates is perfect and flawless and just perfect. So I just can't wait to be part of his vision. I can't wait for him to get to see my vision that he's been hearing all about, the gumdrop forest and everything, but for him to be walking through my vision and for us to be at sunrise in gumdrop forest, and just as every single month more and more of our dream is coming true, we just get to be like, oh my gosh. And then, in a few years, sit on the porch and be like, babe, wow, it's done, you know? And I say done, like, yeah, we'll always add different flowers and art and stuff, but I mean, like, it's done, you know what I mean? Now it's just, like, little fun stuff you do the rest of your life, the forever home things. And just sitting there like we did it, and just sitting there rocking chairs with the love of my life, looking around at the paradise we created, and it's like, we did this, you know. I am gonna get that sign all because two people fell in love, and so I'm excited for that, and I'm like a lot less sad about leaving now that I know every January and July we'll be back for 2 weeks each time. So that's awesome. So whoever wants to come to Geneva during that time, I'm staying in Geneva the whole time because I gotta be with Ma, and we stay at Mid's house and stuff, and I want to see V and church family stuff, but whoever wants to see me is more than welcome to come to Geneva and say hello. Plus I can't drive, so I'll also just be because I won't be with Adam at all. We're doing our own thing when we come to New York each time. So he won't be bringing me anywhere, so it's just where you guys could come to Geneva. But Vin is awesome, and he'll let whoever visit, and yeah, God is so good. And let him write your story. Yeah, that's like, I can't wait to. I was thinking something on like the door, maybe like the front door, getting some sort of plaque that says "Love is writing your story." I want that somewhere, like right in front of the house. Like, I don't know exactly where yet. And yeah, when you surrender to God, then love is writing your story. You know what I mean? The perfect, pure, unconditional one that loves you more than love exists is writing your story. So, you know, and I've been super tired today. But it'll be nice being surrounded by so many older people, because I'll finally just be amongst my tribe where I fit in. You know. Alright, I'm gonna fall asleep on this phone, so you guys have a lovely evening, and stay believing in God. Oh, I'm making a clay pizza oven at the house. There's gonna be an entire outdoor kitchen because I'm cooking inside only like 10% of the time. But literally 90% of all my meals I'll be cooking in my outside kitchen, because there'll be a smoker out there, a grill, all sorts of stuff set up, rotisserie things, and I forgot what I was saying, but you guys have a glorious evening, and I hope I said something encouraging. I don't know anything I said or actually what I talked about at all, so I hope it was more than me just updating you that I'm moving again. It wasn't, sorry guys, but a minute just post every day, so regardless how I'm feeling or how structured I am at the moment or anything, then I'm just gonna keep posting each day, and that's it, because I'm not gonna be embarrassed the day I have symbols, because that would be like telling people with Tourette's or narcolepsy or this or that they should be embarrassed, and nobody should ever be embarrassed of themselves. Not no matter what mental illness, physical illness, whatever. You should never be embarrassed of yourself. So I'm gonna do a video every day regardless what symptoms I'm in. How cognitive the videos could be. Maybe there'll be a golden nugget of wisdom in some of them. Maybe not. I don't know. But guys, I'm gonna be making peach pie with peaches grown from, we're gonna have peach trees, and I'm gonna get a sign. Well, I'm gonna make a sign out of like my palettes, and it's gonna be like cool, like Huckleberry Finn style, and it's gonna like, I'm gonna make it look kind of like rustic, maybe burn the edges, and it's gonna say, practice what you preach, practice what you peach. Yeah. And it's gonna be at the peach tree. So I thought that was cute. And what I want to do is, under the peach tree, is set up a little reading spot. So that little reading spot would be like where you get to comfortably sit and read your Bible, your inspirational stuff, or whatever it is you do, ministry wise, whatever in your brain, because it's like practice what you preach. So it's just like living your life and thinking about what you have to work on and what you could talk on, and then making sure you're in alignment and like, yeah, oh wow, I know those things, but am I doing those things? And then also be a spot, like if somebody wanted to read out loud to somebody else, they could sit under this tree, because as you're sitting under the tree, you could pick a fresh peach and eat it. Yeah, I mean, and you could just listen. I love the rain and storms. And some other things is like, I'm not sure what we were talking about, but, yeah, so, if we could do a willow tree somewhere, that will be like the weeping willow, and maybe I'll set up like a little comfort spot that will be like a spot that I go, or whoever could go when they're like feeling just like they need to weep, or sorrow in their soul, and they go and they sit in this weeping willow and they have their time with Jesus and clear their minds and souls and hearts, and just, weep under the weeping willow. I'll have the sign that says like the weeping willow with like tear. But maybe I'll make the tear like kind of in like a gold, like opaque, but have like a gold kind of like hue to it. So it's like tears, but they're tears of like healing tears. They're not sorrow tears. They're like washing out, being healed tears. Because they're the things you're bringing in front of the Lord, and He's gonna get out of you, right? So, just cool to have endless projects, because that's literally Adam and I's dream. Cool to have like that we could both be creative and have unlimited time and not have to work, and do things together, do things apart, and just enjoy each other's masterpieces and our masterpiece, and looking at it as a whole, like, wow, God knew what He was doing, bringing us together, like, misplaced, like, wow. And, yeah, make him do all sorts of weird photo shoots all the time throughout all of life. I was thinking about our first Christmas and sweaters, and We do all photo shoots, like getting shirts that coordinate with certain vegetables and taking pictures under certain trees and stuff. But it would be just so nice to eat like a homemade peach pie and drinking homemade sweet tea from everything that I dried and brewed and stuff. And then just in the evening watching a movie together and, you know. Alright. I'll enjoy the storm because listening to the thunderstorms is some of my favorite thing to do. Bye, you guys.